I do now because I prayed so much into it and I had so many people praying with me. And at first I was, God, surely this is not your plan for him. You wouldn't want him, in, all these horror stories you see, all these, you know, different stories of people getting into all kinds of trouble, and it's just not the best environment to raise a child from all the horror stories I've heard. So praying about it, I'm just like, okay, God, surely this is not what you want for him. And yet I kept having this peace, and I was like, well, how, it was a real struggle for me because I thought just went against my paradigm and how I figured God was going to use him. And God said, I've called you to be a light in the world. How are you supposed to be a light in the world if you're not in the world? I was like, oh, okay. And so then even I was struggling, well, should we be doing in the Christian music industry? Is that the direction that you want us to go? But just praying through it, it was clearly no, like this, it's supposed to be an evangelistic tool. And, the Christian music industry is geared just to Christians mainly. So we really felt like this is the direction to go. And I even just prayed saying, but God, like, I have roots. He's still young. He's just still growing and figuring out who he is and who you are. And God's just like, trust me, trust me. And he kept bringing me back to the story of Samuel and Hannah and Eli. And just like Eli didn't exactly get Father of the Year award, but she was, supposed to trust him with Samuel. And so God just kept saying, trust me, trust me, trust me.